I'm Allister Aalders in the SaltWire Weather Center. Of course, we've been talking a lot about Hurricane Franklin over the last several days, and while the storm will be tracking offshore, it will be influencing our weather. Some heavy rain in the forecast for the middle of this week. And here's Franklin on satellite imagery early this afternoon. The eye was quite defined yesterday, not so much today, but this is still a powerful Category 4 hurricane as of noon on Tuesday. And the latest track from the National Hurricane Center does see Franklin weakening to a Category 3 storm later today, and then a Category 2 storm on Wednesday. But you can see the storm tracking well to our south and east, so not making landfall here in Atlantic Canada and continuing to weaken as it does so. But you can see it's well to the southeast of the Avalon Peninsula and Newfoundland as we head into the upcoming weekend. So we do need to keep an eye on that for some wave action, but also for the atmospheric moisture that storms like Franklin and Idalia could provide. The non-tropical low will be moving through northern New Brunswick into Labrador, but the cold front extends right over the ocean down into the southern states where Idalia is tracking. So storms like this will be adding a bit of moisture into the cold front that we'll be tracking through. And these darker colors represent where we have high contents of water vapor. And when that condenses, we do get heavy rain. So you can see that high moisture content does move through along this cold front as we go over the next few days, but then drier air for the upcoming long weekend. Let's take a look though at the weather timeline. You can see it's relatively cloudy this evening, just a few showers over western Nova Scotia and New Brunswick along with parts of Labrador. But overnight tonight into our Wednesday morning, we'll have periods of rain developing across the maritime provinces. There will be embedded downpours and a risk of thunderstorms. That rain also develops on the south coast of Newfoundland and will progress northward through the afternoon into the evening. We'll have this periods of rain continuing through Wednesday evening, but as we head into Thursday, the rain does become lighter across the maritime provinces and more so just some scattered light showers on our Thursday, but the rain will continue for most of Newfoundland and Labrador until at least early Friday, and even on Friday we'll still have a few lingering showers, as you can see, as that trough of low pressure moves off towards the north and east. But as we take a look at how much rain we can expect, you can see that it's going to be variable, very much like we've had this summer with our weather systems. You can see along the eastern shore of Nova Scotia, that's where we have the best shot at the highest amounts, and I'm thinking here 50 to 100 millimeters, but local amounts of 100 to 150 millimeters are certainly possible. In general though, 20 to 40 millimeters for Nova Scotia, PEI, and New Brunswick with local amounts of 50 to 80. For Newfoundland, similar story, 20 to 40 millimeters, but along the south coast of Newfoundland, so Port aux Basques right through to the southern Avalon, we could be seeing 50 to 100 and local amounts of 100 to 150 millimeters, especially along the southwest coast of Newfoundland. There will also be a bit of wind, not directly associated with Franklin, but more so because of the strengthening system moving out. So southerly winds 30 to 50 as we go later Wednesday and into Thursday. But behind the system, you will see that winds will start to pick up across the entire region, more so from the west and the northwest with gusts of 40 to 70. Could see some gusts up to 80 on exposed coastlines in eastern Nova Scotia, along with Prince Edward Island. And we also have winds for Newfoundland too. You can see they pick up, especially as we go into Thursday from the south, 40 to 70 kilometers per hour, and then still remaining strong as we go Thursday and into Friday, but more so from the west and the north, gusting 40 up to 70 kilometers per hour. Now, because we have such a powerful storm tracking offshore, there will be some ocean swells, large waves, and rip currents, so keep that in mind if you are going to be out on the water. In general, though, we're looking at wave heights of 3 to 5 meters over the next several days around Atlantic Canada, especially the Atlantic coast of Nova Scotia, along the shores of Newfoundland, and the north-facing coastlines in Prince Edward Island. However, there goes Franklin, and we do start to see some higher waves along eastern Newfoundland, possibly as high as 6 or 7 meters. So we need to keep that in mind. But the good news, just in time for the upcoming long weekend, we have a nice strong ridge of high pressure moving in, so lots of sunshine in the weekend forecast. A few showers, as I mentioned, lingering on Friday for Newfoundland and Labrador will remain unsettled at times through the upcoming long weekend. But as you can see, there's a lot of sunshine in the forecast across the region through the upcoming long weekend, both Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. If you want more information on Franklin or to get your 7-day forecast anytime, visit the weather section of saltwire.com.